Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be on maintaining a native garden. When do you do native garden maintenance? Well, right now we're in the middle of January, almost into February in Southern California, and I've got a bunch of native plants that we planted about a year ago. Well, one fact of life is everything needs maintenance. Even if you have a plastic plant, the sun will fade it, you gotta repaint it. So we're not here to talk about plastic plants, though. We're here to talk about the real thing, pollinator plants, otherwise known as native gardens. So we have a whole list of plants here, have been here for a year. Here's the Eriogonum buckwheat. It's the only food for the endangered blue butterfly. We've got some Pozo blue salvia right there. And here we have some yarrow. And then we have the California fuchsia. So this is, now look at the reason I call it a California fuchsia, because look at that little flower there. Kind of uncharacteristic for January. And so we kind of repeated this thing. Oh, and check this out. We're in the middle of January, and this is the verbena, a native verbena, and it's still got bees this time of year. Isn't that spectacular? So if you want a great plant for your garden that's actually full of flowers in January and it's native, this is the plant you want to use. So I'm going to talk a little bit about native garden maintenance and what we do here. So for example, I didn't point out, we also have yarrow here. So yarrow is a great plant because it flowers most of the year. In fact, you can see a little bit of the color of the flower here at the yarrow. See that yellow there? It's a great plant, but they typically die back in the winter time. And why do you not want to cut the flowers off as soon as they're spent? Well, think about it. The pollinators, birds in particular, need a protein source for the winter. So these actually have tons of seeds that are protein rich and nutrient rich that the birds love. And so this is the time of year that you want to either harvest the seeds, or if you don't harvest them, let's say, because right now we're in front of a big commercial building, they like it to look nice, you know, throughout the year. And so these yarrow have become a bit unsightly. So what we tell the clients is, you know, the birds use that as soon as the flowers are spent, the flowers turn into seeds. We want to make sure that that protein source is going to be for the birds. So how you do this is you basically cut the flowers like this. And so what I'm going to do is cut these flowers, and I'm going to shake them in the area surrounding. See all those little seeds, because I want a bunch of little yarrows to grow. It would just be wonderful just have this whole thing filled with yarrow. I'm going to grab some more, and I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of crumple it up and kind of spread them out. And then what I'm going to do next is with I'm kind of crunching these up. Now, mind you, this looks kind of like a bird nest, because it is a bird nest. You know, if humans had eyesight as strong as birds, we'd be able to read a newspaper a quarter of a mile away. So birds are able to see that with springtime coming up, they're looking for little twigs about this size. And so I'm going to kind of spread this out and be done with it. Same thing with the California fuchsia. You want to just cut off the dead parts. If you cut too much off, it could actually kill the plants. I'm just cutting the dead parts off like this, and then what you want the plant to look like once you're finished with it, you want it to look like this right here. So this is the same California fuchsia. That's what it should look like. Now this right here was an Acorus grass. It wasn't native. Somebody else planted this, but it looks like it's dead. Well, the roots are not dead. It's starting to rejuvenate. But I'm gonna leave the dead parts of the leaf there, because again, it looks like a bird nest. If it looks like a bird nest, you want to leave it there because it's going to be somebody's nest, somebody's home. And so also too, this is called the salvia Allen Chicorine Pozo blue. It's like a miniature salvia. It gets these spectacular flowers on it. In fact, it's uncharacteristic. Right over here we have the flower. This is in January. They usually don't have flowers, but check that out. Just amazing. So those flower, this whole thing gets filled with flowers, and then the flowers turn into this right here, the seed pods. And so again, we want to make sure that this is a protein source for the birds. So I'm going to just kind of crush that up and leave it for the birds. So they'll see either nesting material or they'll see a protein source in the form of protein seeds. So hopefully this gives you an idea. We want to partner with nature. We don't want everything to be perfect because we don't live in a, well, we do live in a perfect world. Nature is perfect, but we tend to put our own standards on it. But you want to leave a food source for the birds. You want to leave a nesting source, just as important, especially if it's in the wintertime, spring coming up. They have to have something to build their homes with, and this is it. Also too, we left these on because this is the yarrow. It's loaded with tons of seeds. In fact, let me go like this. I want to show you something. Check this out. As I hit it, look at all the seeds, thousands of seeds falling. Just amazing. So it's a protein source for the birds, and it's a nesting source. So that's those are just some ideas on what you can do to partner with nature, help the planet, help the pollinators. Mike with Enviroscape LA signing off. When you think sustainability and regeneration, think Enviroscape LA.